So I've had this great opportunity the past couple of days to have more than a few conversations about apologizing and apologies and why you apologize and how to apologize and what to say and what kind of language to use and why you should apologize now versus later. And so many things that are about, I don't know, I guess I'll use the category being humble, are things that have been sort of like tossed up, thrown around. Well, that's not really humble, but it is. But I'm going to change what it looks like, and so that I don't actually have to feel humiliated. And apologies are something that fall under that realm for me, because let's face it, I'll be real honest and about this. I don't think anybody's like, oh, I can't wait to go say I'm wrong or I'm sorry to somebody. I mean, no, it's uncomfortable, it's difficult, it requires a level of humility that a lot of people don't have, quite frankly. And because to really sit and own that you harmed somebody, or to have an open discussion about how maybe they believe that you harmed them, takes a lot of courage. I think people would rather be like, well, I don't apologize for who I am. And, that's very popular nowadays, like being unapologetic. And yet, what we're talking about here is not apologizing for who you are. And as a matter of fact, all the people that are ranting about being unapologetic are usually the ones who are running around going, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, I'm so sorry. And sometimes they're doing it for the good of others. Like they think like, oh, I'm sorry that I'm privileged, or, oh, I'm sorry that I'm a bad person because I'm sexist, or, any other number of things that it's like, oh, let me make sure that I'm apologizing because, so you like me, so that you think I'm okay, so that you think I'm virtuous. And apologies are not, to me, about anything at all. Apologies, they're not about anything at all like that. They're really about responsibility. A simple effort to take care of a situation that you participated in, that you're uncomfortable about, and that somebody else is uncomfortable with you and the way that you behaved. And so to really sit down and have conversations where you can look someone in the eye and say, I'm sorry that my behavior caused you harm, and I apologize for the harm I caused you, is totally different than, yeah, sorry about that. Or, sending a text like, hey, sorry, but. It's a whole nother thing to say you were wrong. It's a whole nother thing to actually sit through someone telling you how you're wrong, right? And a bunch of these different conversations I've had over the past couple of days are, people wanting to say things like, well, I want to acknowledge that I blah, 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 blah. Fuck that. Come on. We can do better than that. I mean, oh, I want to acknowledge that it's so polite. And it just doesn't get to the nitty gritty of like this connecting with people, being real and being honest about, for me anyway, what a fucking shithead I am. I mean, it's like, that is so powerful, to be somebody like myself. Like, I'm smart, I'm conscientious, I like to think I'm responsible, and I still move through the world inadvertently and sometimes unconsciously harming people. And if I am to live free, free of like what people think about me, free of like my self-obsession about like the critical way I think of myself, I have to be able to be clear that I'm wrong more than a few times a year, maybe even a month, that I can say I'm sorry. And yet this whole idea about being unapologetic is, I do not want to move through my life being like, oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like every time I open my mouth because somebody doesn't like what I'm saying. It's not important to me for everybody to like what I'm saying, even though as I'm saying that, there's a voice in my head that's like, you're kind of a liar, Nicole, because it is important to you what you're saying and that people like it. Because of course, if somebody turned around and made a comment that they didn't like what I said, I'd be like, oh, I'd probably feel bad about myself for like at least a short while before I shrugged it off. But I'll shrug it off because in the end, it doesn't really matter. What it matters is that I sleep at night because I'm being responsible for who I am. The good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, not everything is perfect in the way that I live and behave and the stupid shit that comes out of my mouth sometimes. Being as conscientious and responsible as I can be, there are still times I'm at fault. And I just need to look people in the face and be like, I am sorry and I owe you an apology, or I caused you harm and I know that. But let me also make one more point. Before you start like trying to apologize somebody, because sometimes people want, oh, pardon me, burp, oops. Sometimes people want to like be like, oh, I did something wrong. I gotta clean it up right away. No. take the time to sit and actually ask yourself what the harm was and get a little more clear about yourself. Because I think that's the other key. It's like when I sit back and I look at myself, I self-examine and I think about what in fact I did that was wrong or how I may have caused harm. The conversation is just much more cleaner, and I just walk into it feeling better, and I generally walk out of it with better results, which again have nothing to do with how the person responds to me, but it has to do with how I feel about myself and the way that I acted, and I hope that it's with integrity. So anyway, there you go. Stop worrying about being apologetic and just apologize when it's necessary, seriously and assertively and with humility and integrity. There you go. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I hope you have a great day.